I'm very particular about how my short rows look, and I do them as lifted short rows. So let me show you how I do it. Let's knit across to the first location where we want to turn our work. We're going to pick up the strand of the stitch below the live stitch and stick it onto the left hand needle and then knit into that. You're going to take that stitch you just knit and put it onto the left hand needle so that you have two strands coming out of one location. Let's mark it with a removable stitch marker just so we don't forget and skip past that on the next row. Turn our work and purl across to the first location of the wrong side short row. We're going to pick up the purl bump of the stitch below the live stitch, stick that onto the left hand needle, and then purl into that. Once again, you're going to put that stitch back onto the left hand needle so you have two strands coming out of that purl stitch, and let's mark it with a stitch marker. Turn our work and knit across to the last turned lifted short row. So you're going to knit into both those strands to resolve it. Let's knit across to the next location of the lifted short row and lift and stick it back onto the left hand needle, mark it with a stitch marker, and turn your work. Once again, purling to the last location of the lifted short row and purl those strands together. And this is how it looks. I'll point out the locations of all the lifted stitches. Here is how the ones that we worked on the right side look. The ones we worked on the wrong side are a little bit more obvious, but once you block it, it's really minimal. So that is my favorite way to do short rows. I hope you find this helpful.